half off your new Valor roof and only $119 per month.
Halfway through the week, everybody. Thanks for joining us today on Coast Life. We are your hosts. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo, and a chilly start to the day.
Ooh,
Finally.
Yes, bitter cold.
It's supposed to be, though.
It is.
It's like mid-November, which I can't believe we're already at mid-November, but here we are.
It makes me want to throw up. Honestly, I don't like how fast time flies anymore. It makes me nervous. I have so many goals, and I'm just like, what is happening? It's my own fault if I haven't reached them.
I mean,
but
not really.
It's just time goes by too fast.
I get it. I mean, I think that's one of the, I think we were talking yesterday about the signs that you're an adult. I think that is one of the signs officially that like time just goes by faster and faster. And I think it's because our schedules get more booked. You know, you don't have that summer off like you did as a kid when time just stood still. And I find like every now and then on a rare day where like you catch a weekend day on a summer afternoon that nothing is going on and you're like, this day felt like it lasted forever.
I get it now. I used to be so confused when my parents would be like, oh, well, let's do nothing this weekend. And I'm like, boring. And now I get it. Oh my gosh. And I get excited. I'm like looking forward to like cleaning my house and oh my gosh, just redecorating is the best.
Yes, it is. But something else that is the best, toys. Remember, we're speaking of nostalgia and childhood, the National Toy Hall of Fame. I always love this list. I get excited for it every year, honestly. And like I forget when it's coming out, and then I see that it is, and I'm like, yay!
Yes.
But the ones that made the official list this year were, and I'm shocked that 2 out of 3 of these weren't already part of the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Same.
You had Transformers, which again, shocked they weren't on there already. My Little Pony. And what was it, Ship 10 or Phase 10? Shippo was a different game.
Shippo was different. Shippo's fun.
Yeah, Phase 10 was the card game that made it.
Yeah, and we're a little bit, I mean, I guess like it's happy, like yay, good job, but like we're a little bummed because why wasn't My Little Pony part of it already?
I know.
And why wasn't Transformers part of it already? They have a bunch of movies, hello, that's Hall of Fame worthy.
I know.
My Little Pony does too. I've never even heard of Phase 10. It sounds boring.
I've definitely heard of it, and I feel like I may have played it at some point in my life. I just don't, I'm with you. I'd have rather seen like Pokemon, which was on the list of nominees.
Wait, Pokemon wasn't chosen?
The card game, yep.
What are you
Phase
guys
10
doing?
beat out Pokemon.
I never, ever understand the like, even honestly like the Grammys and things like that. Where
I know,
I'm
right?
like, what? That is wild.
Yes, but I'm excited because I was such a My Little Pony kid. I loved My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Melody, she was my favorite. She was the pink one with blue hair and the music note.
I was a Pinkie Pie girly. Tracks.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
But I loved it, and so I'm excited to see, especially like the old, like the 80s style, like the chunky ponies.
Yeah.
I was like, I love them.
What a slap in the face to Pokemon, though. I mean, that Phase 10 beat out Pokemon cards.
I know, maybe next year.
Maybe. If I was Pokemon, I would be like, don't even worry about us
Don't even talk to
anymore.
us.
Don't even talk to us.
But we went around the office to hear what everybody's favorite toy was from when they were a kid, because I think this is a very nostalgic time of year. So maybe your answers line up with some of our coworkers.
All right, so me and my little sister would always play with Little's Pet Shops.
It was my Odyssey 2. It was the first video game that came out around the early 80s.
My favorite toy growing up was definitely a Bratz doll because I have a passion for fashion.
My favorite childhood toy was He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I had every single character. Even if they were only on the show one time, I had their character.
Some great answers from our coworkers.
Love that. Sometimes it's hard to pick too, especially if you're a Barbie girly, you're almost certainly also a Bratz girly, almost certainly a Polly Pocket. So it's kind of like, there's no wrong answer when it comes to the 3 baddies.
I loved my Polly Pockets. I think of those 3, I was a Polly Pocket girl.
Yeah, definitely. We had all 3, but I know Kendall, our producer, likes Bratz.
Yes.
I like Barbie's the best probably, and you were Polly. But like, again, no wrong answers. It's like Powerpuff Girls.
Yes, and I was probably like more Polly Bratz than Barbie.
Yeah.
But
it's like the top tier 3 popular were cool. Yeah.
were there any toys that you always wanted as a kid but never got?
That's a really good question. Well, I guess I did end up getting it, but for the longest time we wanted one of those like robotic dogs.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have like pets growing up, so we would beg for those. And finally, honestly, we were kind of too old at that point. My parents finally got us a robotic dog, and at that point we were kind of over it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. What about you?
Well, it's funny because I really wasn't like a baby doll kind of kid, but the American Girl dolls.
Yeah.
I never had one.
Aw.
I had the books.
Okay.
But Kit Ridge.
I was
she
just
was
gonna
my girl.
say. I was gonna guess. The next thing I was gonna say is you would have loved Kit.
Yes, Kit was my girl. So
That's your girl.
Kit Ridge American Girl doll was like the one thing that
funny.
I don't even say that I always wanted, but like every time I would flip through the catalogs, I was like, if I were to pick one, Kit would be the one that I would pick.
No, you give Kit.
But yeah.
For sure. That's so cute. Oh, I love that. Well, I think I have my Samantha doll. I'll share her with you.
Aw,
Gotta
cute.
pull her out of storage somewhere.
Love Samantha.
Yeah.
She's very stylish.
What I like too is that my parents, I'm glad they thought of this, they saved a lot of our toys growing up for our future kids.
My parents did that too.
I love that. I think it's such a good idea. And like I know it was a pain like hauling every time we moved the Barbie bin that no one was playing with. But now like my nieces have my parents recently gave me my American Girl doll stuff.
Nice.
And like I mean it's just gonna stay in storage for a while, but one day it'll be fun seeing my kids play with those.
Yes, whenever one of my siblings has kids, I hope they're a dinosaur kid because we've got tons of plastic dinosaurs at my parents' house.
Nice.
So they have no choice. They're going to be an animal or a dinosaur kid.
Just stick them in the nursery and then they'll grow up around dinosaurs and it'll just come naturally to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But hopefully it'll promote that curiosity.
That's
you know.
cute. I love that.
There you go. Something else we wanted to talk about, or maybe not talk about.
I can't do it.
Was that awkward for you?
Yes.
The snoob.
I was even looking at you in the monitor, and I'm like making eye contact with Leah through the screen, and I'm like, say something.
That was an example of the snoob. That is the silence between a conversation that nobody fills, and it makes lots of people uncomfortable.
It does. Should it make you uncomfortable? That's the question. I definitely am a fill the silence person. I think a lot of us yappers are, and one thing I'm trying to work on though is not feeling that silence.
They do say that you shouldn't feel the need to work so hard to fill the silence.
Right.
Even though it's a little bit awkward, it actually does create a space to listen a little bit better to the person that you're talking to. You can really hear their question, think about it for a second, and then answer the question rather than kind of filling it with hmms, haws, and ums, and, oh, that's a good question. And usually that's my filler is, that's a good question. Let me think.
And then you're like, yeah. Anything like that. I've even been told, like, maybe if you're negotiating a contract at a job, or maybe you're, I don't know, getting interrogated. Like, I don't know. But maybe that's like a terrible example. I don't want to give people that.
If you're trying to get a little bit of information, a story out of somebody, maybe.
They're going to be like, Paige said. No, I didn't. But anyways, it's
You're
good.
investigating your own family drama.
That's a better one. To kind of use that silence, don't feel the need to fill it. I know us oversharers tend to leave conversations and we're like, wow, I shared way too much because there was too many silent pauses and I overshared. But it actually does kind of give you an up, I've been told, because someone has to fill it at some point. And so if you don't back down, the other person will fill it for you.
So maybe if there is a snoob today over the course of your conversations, don't let it bother you.
Let it happen.
Sit with that silence, get comfortable in that silence, and it's okay. Maybe you'll walk away a better listener.
I think so.
But we've got a episode of COASTLIFE for you that we're very excited about. Let's see what's coming up today on the show. We are talking to a group whose goal is to make sure every kid has an opportunity to play some sports.
And moving into a new home, it's not just the house, but you're moving into a new community. And we have the best realtors who know how to help you really adapt and get into your new community.
And take a look at that area rug of yours. Is it looking a little dingy? You might want to get it cleaned before the holidays. And we know the folks who can take care of it, so you don't even have to lift a finger. All that fun and more is coming your way today on COASTLIFE.
COASTLIFE is sponsored by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
Shell's Early Learning Center, child and parent approved.
Shells have become an extension of our family. They've helped prepare our children for school.
I love Shells. My teacher makes learning fun.
Creating a fun learning environment to prepare the children for school.
Shell's accredited staff is dedicated to preparing your child for school. Don't miss your chance to join the Shell's family. Enroll your child for fall now before it's too late. Shell's Early Learning Center, preparing our future generation.
Unwind, work off stress, and be comfortably true to who you are with Jab and Flow. We're dedicated to creating a balance of physical and mental wellness for your best life. You don't have to get in the ring, be a hardcore yogi, or train like a pro athlete to become part of our community. We teach boxing fundamentals with a fun variety of yoga, Pilates, and fitness classes for drop-ins and members of all levels. On Route 1 between Rehoboth and Dewey with plenty of free parking.
Limited space holding you back? Dive into your dreams with Miller Pools and Outdoor Living.
Our concrete pools are long-lasting and fully customizable to fit anywhere in your outdoor living space. Whether you're dreaming of an elegant design or something simple, we'll guide you through the process every step of the way. We prioritize your schedule and offer special financing options. We also specialize in pool decks, built-in pool bars, cabanas, outdoor kitchens, renovations, and upgrades.
Call Miller Pools and Outdoor Living today for a free estimate.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair-accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
Our crawl space was really damp, it was really dirty, and it smelled really bad. Working with the Bennett Termite team was easy. I'm very satisfied with their promptness to get here and get the project done. Our home has been super dry since it's been encapsulated. Our heating and our HVAC bills have improved. It's a huge return on your investment, and overall, it's just really something nice that you can do for your home. If I had to give somebody one piece of advice, I would say call Bennett Termite. You won't regret it.
Do some of your favorite childhood memories look a little bit like this? Scoring the winning touchdown, making a home run, going around to gymnastics and soccer with your friends. Maybe as a parent, some of your favorite memories shared with your kids look a little bit like that. And if that's the case, then this is a group that might speak a little bit to your heart. And we're so excited to introduce you to the folks from Let Them Play right here on the Coast Life Couch. We've got Ashley Barcus and Lauren. Give me your last name again.
Nornes.
Nornes. And you guys are the co-founders of the organization Let Them Play. And this is a really great group that allows kids of really all places to be able to play sports. Why start an organization like this?
In our area, especially, it's very hard to afford everything.
Yeah.
In today's world, you have your regular bills, groceries, whatever. Sports, at least for me personally and my kids, I know we've kind of put it on the back end.
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking, like, the different values and goals and morals that I learned as a kid, my kids are missing out on all that. The friendships, there's just a lot there, and it's really hard to put all of that and still be able to pay your normal everyday life.
Tell us a little bit about the organization Let Them Play, and dive a little deeper into what exactly your mission is and what you guys do.
So Let Them Play is a sports program for children that are underprivileged. We take in all of everyone's gently loved, as we like to refer to it, sports equipment, apparel, shoes, pretty much everything that you would necessarily have in your garage or that you're looking to get rid of. We take it all in, we inventory it, and then we are working with school board right now to be able to allow for the children that kind of already qualify for free and reduced lunch to use the same forms that they receive from the school to be able to come to us and qualify for us as well. A lot of why we ended up doing it is just because we're moms. We see what the kids go through. We see my kids play sports every once in a while. They play baseball, little league, and soccer, and you see the kids that sit there and they have either the shoes and you're watching them walk because they're too tight, and it just try and make that difference. So many people talk about it.
Soccer this past year, and there were kids coming without shin guards, and just it's hard.
And they're getting in trouble. The coaches don't know.
They're told they can't play that day, and
it's not fair.
Not their fault.
Right. No, it's not their fault. Absolutely not. And that's what's a horrible feeling for your kid on the field, for you as a parent to watch. And that's where you guys really come in and help out. So I know you mentioned gently used or gently loved. So what are the types of things that you're looking for? Is it equipment? Is it, what kind of stuff?
We have everything. Field hockey sticks, lacrosse sticks, baseball gloves, cleats, golf socks, golf clubs, gymnastics like leotards, baseballs themselves, bags for baseball.
Everything.
There's not anything that we're not taking in. Like, I'm in my head looking at the storage unit and what we have in there, and she's spot on. We have dance section, we have cleat section, we have a section that's all lacrosse sticks and lacrosse balls and their helmets, because we with doing an equipment drive, we were able to get a ton of lacrosse stuff and a ton of golf stuff.
Yes.
So that was amazing.
So how can people who have stuff laying around in their garage get a hold of you guys and get that equipment to you?
So we have our Facebook page. We also have an email. Both are Let Them Play. The email is letthemplaydelmarva@gmail.com. But you can contact us through either of those, send us a message, and we normally are pretty prompt about responding to that. So as soon as we hear back, we'll either reach out to you with being able to pick up from or drop off to us, or to meet us at the storage unit and drop off at the storage unit. It's just whatever somebody prefers.
Perfect. I love that, and I think this is a good time of year to do some of that garage cleaning, and maybe start the giving spirit early with the holiday season. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in and telling us about Let Them Play. I think this is a great opportunity that a lot of people are gonna want to participate in.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Of course. But we're not done telling you about some more great community events. There's one coming up on Sunday that we've got the details for when we get back.
Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league. We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference. We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture.
The race to the top 50 sales drive continues at Preston Ford. Save up to $8,000 off MSRP on a new 2024 Ford Edge. Embrace the future with savings up to $5,000 off MSRP on 2024 Mustang Mach-E's. We have nearly 1,000 new Fords on the lot, all priced to sell fast. But hurry in as the inventory moves fast during our race to the top 50 in the nation. Check out the entire selection at PrestonFord.com. And remember, cars cost less in Preston.
This holiday season, make your focus clear again at Wink Vision in Ocean City and Cambridge. Explore our selection of top brands and find the perfect style for you. We promise you'll find the perfect pair that matches your look and vision needs. With same-week appointments available, we'll provide a welcoming atmosphere to ensure you feel at home, ensuring that your outlook will be as clear as glass in a timely fashion. The choice is clear. Take advantage of your vision benefits today at Wink Vision Center, Ocean City and Cambridge.
Hey, are you the bad guy? Mercy, is that Courtney my biggest fan?
Oh my goodness, Courtney. As a nurse, I knew that I needed this done. Peninsula Bath really listened to us. Very, very professional, very friendly. The whole team made us feel like family. Thank you, Peninsula Bath, for everything that you did to make Courtney's life easier.
Thank you, Mother.
It warms our heart to help. Call us today at Peninsula Bath for all your bathroom renovation needs.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division like myself in cabinetry to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs. And your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
It was very important to find somebody that was knowledgeable in the whole picture, the cabinetry, the appliances, and the countertop. We are delighted with the outcome.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
You've heard my dad say, no technology replaces the personal relationships we build with each family we serve. Your stories are woven into ours. Your passions are reflected in ours. So Holloway Funeral Home is proud to offer a variety of green options that minimize the environmental impact you leave behind. From all wood construction caskets and plant-based embalming to biodegradable urns and living urns, the experts at Holloway can help you choose a memorial that honors your love of life. Holloway Funeral Home in Salisbury and Pocomoke.
I know a lot of you guys are basketball fans out there, and how many people do you know that are like, I could have gone pro? Well, maybe it's going pro in a different way and raising some money for charity while we're at it. To explain a little bit more about this, we have Gail, we have Pat with Sunrise Rotary back on the Coast Life couch. Welcome back. It's been a year since we've had you guys on.
Yes, a whole year. Hard to believe.
Yeah, but time flies, huh?
Yes, it does.
It's incredible. So if you guys remember these jerseys and these lovely faces, you probably know we're talking about the Harlem Wizards. But first, could you guys just kind of reintroduce us to who the Harlem Wizards are and what they do?
Okay, the Harlem Wizards are a semi-professional basketball team whose job is to come around and help other organizations raise money for different charities in different communities, and that's really their function. And they're going to be doing, I think, what is it, Pat, 90 some odd games this month alone?
63 games this month.
Wow. Just 63 this month, and they go to, they were just up in Salisbury for one of our sister clubs up there had a game.
Nice, very cool. I love this idea. And if you guys know, like, I know it's kind of not the same as the Harlem Globetrotters, but the same sense of, you know, playing basketball, but not just your normal basketball. It's like tricks and fun games and things like that.
Exactly.
All the promos say trick hoops and alley oops, and there is never a moment when you don't know what they're getting ready to do next.
I love that.
It's a show. They do actually play a little bit of basketball. You do see the balls flying through the air. And it's all to benefit the programs that our Rotary supports in the coastal area for our Cape Henlopen area students.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit more. So yeah, this game coming up, you have these really cool Harlem Wizards who do the trick shots and the alley-oops and everything like you were saying, playing against just us good old regular people who maybe have never shot a three-pointer before. But that's the entertainment of it all. I mean, you don't really have to be a basketball fan to enjoy this game. Anyone can enjoy this. And tell us where this money is going, how the Sunrise Rotary uses it.
We have a lot of different events that we promote. We give scholarships every year to Cape students. We have special programs that, whether it's the robotics club, whether it's the
Odyssey of the Mind, we've
supported. We sit down with the school, we look at the needs. We have homeless students in the district, and we find out what their needs are, and this money goes to what the needs of the students are.
That's so amazing. We used to do something like this in my old high school, I remember, but it was the faculty playing the parents, and it just got really competitive. So I would imagine that something like this is going to be really competitive, you know, parents trying to keep up with the Harlem Wizards, but it's going to be a blast no matter what. So can you just let us know, remind us when and where it is and how people can go watch the game?
Okay, it is Sunday, November 17th. The game is at 4 o'clock, but the doors will open at 3. And everybody's welcome. Ticket prices are very modest. They start at $15 for students.
That's fantastic.
And the key thing about it is the real thrill is the opportunity to be a whiz kid.
Yeah.
And when you go on the website, the way that you get tickets is harlemwizards.com, and you'll see on their website where it says schedule and tickets, go right to November 17th, click there, and you can get the swag, you can get the Whiz Kids jerseys, because when your little one walks in that gym with the Whiz Kids jersey on, they are out on the floor with the Wizards.
Wow.
And nothing is more exciting than seeing a couple hundred students. I don't want to say kids, I'm trying to remember to say students, they're not little goats, out on the floor with just such excitement. And it is the fastest 2 hours of the week, you know, all the time that we put together in getting everything ready for this event. But it's and the amazing thing is it's a multi-generational event.
Yeah, for sure.
You come to this and you see grandmom and granddad there, and mom and dad and the little ones, and it's just so exciting.
It's an annual event, and one of the really nice things too is the Wizards interact wonderfully with the kids, and they will do autographs with those kids, and their commitment is that they will stay in that gym signing autographs for as long as there's a kid waiting for one.
That's great.
And that's a really nice commitment.
Definitely. Yeah. Wow, what a fun way to give back. I know, with the holidays coming up, you're going to want to have somewhere to give your money to. This is a really fun way to do that. So Gail and Pat, thank you so much for letting us know about this event.
Cape Henlopen High School.
Yes, of course. Yep. Cape Henlopen on the 17th, you guys. Go get tickets, get your kids all cute and ready in their jerseys. They can look as amazing as these ladies right here. And we'll see you back next year for the same thing.
Absolutely, and thank you very much.
Of course, thank you guys. All right, guys, coming up, we're going to talk a little bit about real estate and how to get more involved in the community when you buy a new home. That's when we get back.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steemer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steemer clean.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steemer gets your home cleaner.
The holidays are coming fast.
Imagine greeting your guests with a beautifully refaced kitchen without having to tear out your old cabinets.
We'll reface your cabinets with 5 layers of high-quality hardwood in your choice of color,
including new doors, drawers, and hardware, all for half the cost of a full remodel.
completed in as little as 3 days.
Right now, save 20%, get a free microwave, and pay as little as $100 per month. Call today and get your kitchen completed by Christmas.
All Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
For 40 years, Peninsula Home Care has been a trusted partner providing quality care for our community family. Thanks to our relationship with Tidal Health, we can now do that better than ever, bringing you the same patient care that has served Delmarva now as Tidal Health Home Care. We now offer our services within the trusted team of Tidal Health. With a focus on community and accessibility, our staff are committed to service excellence. We're here to support you just as we always have.
We are Tidal Health Home Care, where quality, family, and community come together.
Rules don't apply when it comes to designing your home or business's interior. At Mood Design Studio, we break away from typical design norms to craft one-of-a-kind spaces that belong on the pages of a magazine. Choose from a bold selection of exclusive wallpaper designs and fabrics, plus a curated selection of furniture, making any room a showstopper. Need guidance? We'll assist you in planning your space's scope and budget for a streamlined, stress-free experience. For a complimentary consultation, visit Mood Design Studio in Lewis today.
For 25 years, the Delaware Community Foundation has served Sussex County, empowering donors to achieve dreams and create lasting change. Now our roots grow even deeper. Our new Lewis location is designed for discussing goals, planning legacies, and creating impact for future generations. As the year draws to a close, consider how your charitable giving can shape a stronger community. Schedule time to meet here, or let us come to you, in person or online. Make more possible in your community with the Delaware Community Foundation.
When it's your home, we know you always want the best. And if it's unique, stylish, and custom made, Superior Screen and Glass is your place. We are dedicated to providing the highest quality craftsmanship to our clients on every project. With our Pella and Anderson certified windows and doors, we will help highlight the beauty and function of your home with energy efficient, protective glass. To make your business or home superior and beautiful, trust the experience and expertise of Superior Screen and Glass.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by the Parker Group.
All right, well, you guys know to expect, when we talk to the Parker Group, we're talking real estate, but there's a lot more that goes into that. You're not just buying a home, you're joining a community. And no one really knows the community or is involved then with the Parker Group, and of course, Rachel Parker as well. So welcome back to Coast Life.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for always being here. We love talking to you. Yeah, every week, baby. But yes, you are very involved in the community. If you could kind of just let the people know what else you do besides real estate.
Yeah, so we started this series a while ago that is one of our favorite things we do. It's called Get Local. Mm-hmm. And the purpose of that is to kind of highlight these fun little hidden gems, like maybe a cool shop or a brewery or a local restaurant that if you're moving here from another state, you might not know about. Yeah. And we love doing that because, like you said, when you're moving to an area, you're moving into a whole community, not just a house. Mm-hmm. And you want to really find like fun things that fit into your lifestyle. But something I was really reflecting on today is if you're not from Delaware, you might not also know the really amazing art scene that we have locally. And so that was something I just wanted to highlight for people if you're coming from like the DC metro area and you're used to having access to like all of these creative endeavors that exists here too, and we have some really great ones.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk a little bit about that. What are some of your favorite places to go, or maybe some examples you have for people moving here?
Yeah, so one that's a really cool one is the Rehoboth Beach Writers Guild.
Yes.
And so we've done before Browse About Bookstore in Rehoboth, which is a fantastic local bookstore, like highly recommend, especially as you get into the holidays. There's so many fun like gift ideas there. But the Rehoboth Beach Writers Guild is just this tremendous organization of local writers. Some of them are publishing authors and some are like aspiring authors. But the president, Ethan Joella, has literally been on the Today Show with his books. He has a new book out that's called The Same Bright Stars that's set in Rehoboth. And so I actually brought a couple books of like some of my friends that you just would never know that these amazing writers are living right here in coastal Delaware. So my friend Judy Wood published this book. It's called The Wrong Life. Laura Bush did a blurb for it because she loved it so much. and it's a fantastic book. I just finished reading, this is Mary Beth Fisher, who I think she's been on COASTLIFE with this book, but A Season of Perfect Happiness. Again, it's set in Delaware. She actually runs the Rehoboth Beach Writers Guild and is just like a treasure of information. She taught at the University of Virginia in writing and just has organized this amazing group of people that are interested in writing. And so I was thinking, if you're moving here from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, you might have no idea that this exists right in your backyard. And it's just such a great way to keep connected to something like this.
I love this. And you mentioned too, like if you move here from, let's say, the DC metro area, that's where I moved here from, and it was kind of like, okay, I'm in a bit of a smaller town, but there's still a lot to do, and I was kind of like, what now? And so a lot of people might be feeling that. Do you get that question a lot when you're selling homes to people?
Absolutely. Like, what do I do for fun here? Yeah, exactly. Especially like, you know, in the summertime, you've got the beach, everybody knows that, and the boardwalk and all of that stuff. But we also have like great local community theaters. We have the Milton Theater right in Milton. I mean, you can go there. Fred Munzert, who runs that, does a fantastic job, and he brings in everything from musicals to stand-up comedy to like musicians that are doing like covers or something like that. Right in Milford, there's the Riverfront Theater there that puts on amazing plays too. Clear Space in Rehoboth, and so. Yeah, there are just all of these like really locally based grassroots arts organizations that I want to make sure that people are aware of as they're moving into the area.
I love this. I know you said you do pieces on this as well. So if someone is thinking of moving here, or maybe you're watching and you've lived here for a while, you're looking for ways to get more immersed. Remind us too how they can get in touch with the Parker Group to watch those segments you do.
Absolutely, yeah. So our Get Local is a great way to plug into some of these. We've covered the Milton Theater before. We've covered Browse About Books, but it's a great way to find little hidden gems, bakeries, restaurants, coffee shops that you might not know about. You can find those on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page. On Facebook, it's the Parker Group Social, so definitely check those out. And also, like, we're always looking for suggestions. So if someone has a new business that's opened up or a new theater or something that we should know about to share with the people that we work with who are moving here, we would love to hear about that too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would imagine the process of buying a home, selling a home, and moving is so stressful. This might take some relief off of you knowing that, okay, like they also know how I can get involved in my community.
Exactly, especially when you're moving from far away.
I love that. Very cool. If you wouldn't mind, let's just show these books one more time. Give them a little shout out.
Covers, like, so
they're so cute.
They did such a good job. I don't know which camera to put it.
Whichever.
This one.
There we go. I love that. Thank you for showing this too. I think it's important to know that, Rachel not only is going to sell you a home and help you find a new home and all that good stuff, but you are actually immersed in the community. You know what you're talking about.
And it's a great community.
It is. Yeah. It is, definitely. Rachel, thanks for showing us this today. And don't forget, guys, you can get local with the Parker Group too. And New Year's coming. Maybe get a new house while you're at it.
I mean, it's 2025 is going to be a great year for it.
It is going to be fantastic. So Rachel, thanks for being here and telling us all about this.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, guys, coming up, we have some more COASTLIFE, so get ready for that. It's going to be here before you know it.
I don't think Dr. Lennox is a good leader.
Archer and Lennox cannot coexist in the ED.
He set the place on fire.
Arson is pretty much impossible to prove.
Not for him. He's trying to intimidate us. Let us know he can get to the people we love.
Thank your husband for me.
She was a cooperating informant. If your relationship ever got out,
I'm going to prison.
So will I.
She owns us.
Chicago Wednesday, new tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Every visit is an adventure at Browse About Books in Rehoboth Beach. Search our hand-picked book collection and find something in every genre. From bestsellers to some of our staff picks, you'll uncover a new adventure every time. After you've browsed our extensive book selection, explore our gift shop, where you'll find an exciting array of toys, gifts, Rehoboth-themed items, and home decor. Browse About Books on Rehoboth Avenue, a fun, friendly place to shop for books and so much more.
The real estate industry was broken, but change is here and the Parker Group is leading the charge.
We're proud to introduce our groundbreaking 3.5% listing fee. Sell with us and you could save thousands of dollars.
Our cutting-edge technology delivers significant savings that we pass on to you. Our world-class marketing and dedicated team provide the human touch and unparalleled expertise that you deserve.
As passionate advocates for a more transparent and equitable selling experience, we're not afraid to challenge the status quo.
Welcome to a new era of real estate with the Parker Group.
Illuminations by Bellaterra. Customize your lighting vision with our experienced team. Aesthetics and functionality are key components utilized in our designs, increasing property value, beauty, safety, and security. Whether you're adding mood lighting to a patio space or improving visibility, Illuminations by Bellaterra will deliver exceptional lighting installations that will impress every time the sun goes down. Call today and elevate your space with outdoor lighting by Bellaterra.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, such as myself in appliances, to ensure that you not only get the best product for your needs, but that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
It's always fun bringing clients into Delmarva Design Center. No matter how much they want to spend, there's always an option for people to pick something that they like.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Feel the magic of the season as you wander your way through an immersive winter wonderland at Ocean City, Maryland's Winterfest of Lights. Let imagination flourish at Northside Park with thousands of twinkling lights and larger-than-life animated Christmas scenes. Sip hot chocolate, snap a photo with Santa, and enjoy the array of holiday exhibits under the illuminating holiday lights. Find your magic at Winterfest of Lights, an Ocean City, Maryland family tradition. Open November 21st through December 31st. Get tickets at OCOcean.com or Northside Park.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Stanley Steemer.
Well, oftentimes we chat with our friends at Stanley Steemer about carpet cleaning, surfaces in your home, like tile surfaces that may need cleaning, but we haven't specifically talked about area rugs or areas in your home that maybe need a little more TLC than you were expecting to take on. That's why I'm hanging out with Eric Farrell with Stanley Steemer, and we have before us this lovely area rug, for example. So this is the kind of rug that you might see in someone's home, a little piece of decor here and there, might even be kind of forgotten about by a lot of homeowners. They're like, is this one really important?
Yeah, I mean, it happens a lot, so you're always, everyone's used to cleaning their wall-to-wall carpet, but one of the things they walk over, maintenance-wise, is cleaning their area rugs. And sometimes it could be something that you purchase at a box store, it just fills a room, it's something, warmer to step on versus tile or hardwood, or it could be a rug that was, been in the family for many generations, could be a really nice, expensive piece. Either way, we have a way to safely clean it to help you keep your item lasting longer and obviously staying clean, which is always good.
Yes, I mean, I feel like sometimes when you talk about maybe like a family heirloom piece or a hand-woven rug, I would almost treat it kind of like, when you see on your clothes and it's like hand wash only and you're like, well, it's not in my hands anymore. Like nobody wants to do all that extra work. Yeah. So it's important to call a professional when it comes to those kinds of projects because you do have service for that.
Yeah, and especially with area rugs, a lot of times people they're tempted to give, wall-to-wall carpet cleaning a shot themselves, again, the do-it-yourselfer, have respect for them. But when it comes to area rugs, too much moisture can cause a lot of damage. It can cause, especially on a rug like this, if you apply too much moisture to it trying to clean it yourself, you'll actually cause the backing to delaminate and then the rug itself will just fall apart. Because we get those calls sometimes. They think, oh, it's a small rug, I'll take it outside, hose it off on the porch, and then it starts to fall apart in their drying process. Calling Stanley Steemers, the most efficient way to go. We offer free pickup and delivery. There's some items that can be cleaned in the home, but for the most part, we always recommend our off-site cleaning where we take it back to our facility. It goes through a very thorough dusting process to remove the dry soil, thorough shampooing, rinse everything out, and then speed dry. That way it ensures, again, no damage to the area rug. And then we can roll it up, deliver it back to you, get it all laid out back in your home.
That's awesome. I think that's what a lot of viewers like to hear because they wouldn't have to worry about transporting maybe a larger area rug because, a little small one, okay, whatever. But one of the bigger, nicer ones, they're heavy once you roll them up.
Yeah.
But sometimes with area rugs, too, there's another piece that kind of keeps it all from sliding. Does that get cleaned? How does that factor into this?
Right. So one of the other important part to properly maintaining your area rug and making sure that it's lasting longer is a padding to go underneath of it. So it's going to do a couple things. It'll keep the rug from sliding around, especially on this floor that we're standing on now, LVT. If you were to put the rug on it and the kids come running through, it becomes a sled. So this will hold the rug in place. It's also going to keep the edges laying flat on the ground, and you're not going to walk across it where you're going to trip over an edge because it's curled up. It keeps everything laying flat. And then, the padding itself, we can clean those as well. So if you do have a spill or maybe a pet problem and it penetrates through the rug and onto the padding, it can be cleaned as well.
Good news. That's great to hear.
A lot of times when you do purchase an area rug, it's going to come with padding depending on where you purchase it. Or if you have us pick up your area rug for a professional cleaning, we can always match the pad to it and deliver it back to you and get it all in place with new padding.
Fantastic. So if somebody is, watching their TV and glance down and see their area rug that could use a little bit of cleaning, what should they do to get a hold of Stanley Steemer?
So 1-800-STEAMER. You can call us anytime, make an appointment, or you can go online, stanleysteemer.com, and get it set up. Normally with area rugs, we do like to come out and inspect it and get you a price on it. So we can always come out for a free estimate.
Okay.
Just give us a call at 1-800-STEAMER.
Sounds great. So we'll give you a minute to do that while we take a quick break, but we'll be right back.
Life is full of little moments. Joyous laughter. Playful dancing. Bright smiles. Never miss a moment. Built for brighter days. Shell Brothers Homes.
Back pain? Trouble sleeping? Slowing down? Reduce stress by 22% with hydrotherapy, lessening pain and improving sleep. At Delaware Hot Tub Company, we have saltwater hot tubs to give you these relaxing health benefits. A simpler, cleaner way to relax using fewer chemicals and easier to maintain too. Why stress when you can relax? Hot tubs, hotter prices at Delaware Hot Tub Company in Millsboro and Lewis. Ask about 0% financing.
We know you have better things to do with your time than cleaning. At Heather's Homeworks, we invest in giving you back your time, taking the stress off of your shoulders. For over 20 years, we provided excellent housekeeping services throughout Sussex County. Our team of professionally trained cleaners use non-toxic, all-purpose cleaning solutions to protect your pets, loved ones, and all surfaces in your home to ensure you're cared for and have peace of mind. Visit heathershomeworks.com or call today.
We can do it!
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Variety is the spice of life at the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth. Tantalize your senses as you smell and sample your way through our culinary wonderland. You'll find unique and exotic spices, seasonings, and salts from around the globe, including the purest and hardest to find. Our signature blends and rubs are hand-mixed daily to ensure the highest quality and freshness. And don't forget about our gourmet teas. Let us guide you through our sensory utopia to find your way to flavor.
An abundance of options for holiday entertaining and gift-giving on the Avenue in Rehoboth.
Leah, one of our favorite things really about our job is, we interview people for a specific reason.
Yes.
And then we kind of chat after or before the interview, and we find out even more just amazing, unique things about people we talk to.
Absolutely.
It's always so much fun. And that happened, weeks ago.
Weeks ago.
We were interviewing Ilyana Kadushin. You might remember,
yes.
She started a nonprofit in the area, but maybe you were like, oh, I've never met this woman before, but you've heard her voice.
That's right.
So she's back on the COASTLIFE couch. Thank you for being here. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you for having me back.
So we were joking that, you've never met her, but you have heard her voice, not just on COASTLIFE, many other places. Tell us about this really just interesting job that you had before you came here.
Absolutely. So I was living in New York because I went to New York University. Mm-hmm. And I was, as many young people in New York are doing, was actor, singer, running around, going to auditions and things that my agent was sending me out on. And I never really thought about the idea of a voiceover career. Mm-hmm. I went to an audition, just for like a general audition with an agent, and the woman that I met with was like, you have a really cool voice. Have you ever thought of doing voiceover? And I was like, what does that mean? Mm-hmm. And I was educated, that means like commercials, like when you turn on the television and you hear the voice that's selling you the product. Mm-hmm. But it also means promos, like when you're on different cable channels and you're hearing voices that are telling you what's coming up on this channel or this network or this episode. I was sent for an audition to be the voice for Nickelodeon, which I'm sure many of your viewers, if they themselves weren't Nickelodeon fans, Their children probably watched Nick Jr. and they were probably like, do we have to hear Nick Jr. one more time? Right. So I was actually cast as the voice of Nick Jr. And what that means is like the promo voice, the one of the voices of the brand of the channel. And I think that I was cast as that because even more so back then, I was an adult who sounded youthful, who sounded enthusiastic, who sounded like, you know, like I still had my childlike sensibility, a sense of play. And it was a great job, which I did for several years. I worked with all these amazing women producers, which was the other really awesome part of this. And so Blue's Clues, Dora the Explorer, Bob the Builder, all those shows.
All the hits.
All the greatest hits, exactly, where I would, you know, tell the viewers, the children, and really I was talking to the children, talking to the parents. I'm not limited by whether I'm a man or a woman, I'm young, I'm old, I'm whatever, I can be anyone, and I can play anything. And I think it was crazy because my first job was the Twilight saga.
Yes, which we know we've got a huge Twilight fan on the couch. I lost my mind when you told us this, and I had someone run down and grab my Edward Cullen Twilight doll off my desk, because that's where he lives. Because you were literally the voice of Twilight.
I was cast, I was brought in to audition for a book. I'd never done an audiobook.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, okay, this is called Twilight. And they were like, yeah, you're going to read a passage here. It's from the perspective of Bella. And it's the scene at the Forks High School where she's in the parking lot and Edward stops the car, stops the truck, right? I'm sure everyone that knows this is like, that scene.
That's the part. That's when she
and
finds
I
out.
read it and I was like, oh. And again, interestingly, like Nickelodeon, to play a young woman, to play Bella, and to capture her vulnerability, her innocence, her yearning. This quickly projected me. I did the entire series. I met the author, Stephanie. I went to Comic-Cons. I was flown out to Forks, Washington to the Twilight fan symposium, which is kind of like what they do for Harry Potter, but for Twilight. I did a reading and a signing, but I said, why do you like this book? What is it? It was mothers and daughters, right? There were adults and kids, and people were like, I don't know, maybe it's the old-fashionedness of it. You know, at times there's like a Victorian, you know, prudishness in an otherwise like modern fantasy YA. So I think for some people it was the restraint. Stephanie Meyer, I think that came from her own background, being raised as a Mormon, being a mother and a housewife to several children, not really having any experience at the time in entertainment. She writes this book and this projects her, you know, into like the stratosphere of a phenomenon. So I think there's an innocence that people really liked.
I think so too. And we have a couple more questions for you, if that's okay. I know we're running out of time, but I have to ask her if she's Team Edward or Team Jacob. So stick with us for just a quick second, and we're gonna have more with her when we get back.
She's fed up with dating sites, so she's determined to meet a guy at Home Depot.
Can you help me find the things that I need?
Home Depot, the new place to meet a fella. Next in Sun Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Get the Coast TV News app. The latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Coastal news customized to your needs. Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices. Coast TV, our community, your news.
It's the perfect time to upgrade your home's comfort with Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning.
Now through December 7th, get up to $2,200 with Carrier's Cool Cash instant rebate on qualifying systems. That's right, big savings on a brand new, energy-efficient heating system. You may also be eligible for a federal tax credit up to $2,000 with a qualified system.
Get it done now and stay warm all winter long. Call Coastal Comfort or visit coastalcomfort.com, a Carrier factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com. acupuncture.com.
Are you feeling stuck and unable to live your life because of a tick-borne illness? Acupuncture is a holistic approach that can help minimize the long-term effects of tick-borne diseases such as alpha-gal.
I struggled with alpha-gal for years, and then I started a customized treatment plan at Delmarva Acupuncture, and Dr. Ashley really helped with my anxiety around food.
Acupuncture can help minimize the long-term effects of many tick-borne diseases.
To learn more about Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
All right, you guys, just a minute ago, we were talking to the incredible Ilyana Kadushin, and if you didn't know, the voice of Nick Jr. back in the day, the voice of the Twilight audiobooks, which we're going crazy about, so she's still here with us. I told you before the break a question I wanted to ask you that you said a lot of fans ask, and that is, Team Edward or Team Jacob, when you read the books, on those audiobooks, which way were you leaning?
I mean, this is the question. Yeah, this is the question I was asked at fan symposiums, at Comic-Cons, at Barnes & Noble events, and I would very often play Switzerland. I would be completely neutral, which was very disappointing to people.
Sure.
I'll say now because enough time has passed and no one's going to be like at the door with pitchforks.
What?
I have to say, Edward was so difficult for me to play because I feel that I have a very feminine voice, and so for me I was most insecure about playing him. But I'll say a funny little side note is that I got fan letters around the globe from people all over the world, and the ones that would crack me up were people that would actually say, I love how you played Edward. And it really made me happy. They said that you really captured who he was inside. But I will say, all that aside, I probably like Jacob more. I think his whole rough and tumble werewolf thing, what he represented to Bella, there was something about his tribe, his community.
A healthy choice, some might say.
He is 100+ years old.
Yeah, there was something very complicated, I guess, about Edward and Bella, but I never admitted any of that. But the fans were just wild. I mean, anytime you're involved in something like that, you can get, they can be highly judgmental, they can be highly full of adoration. I mean, my agents received a care package from a soldier in Afghanistan.
Wow.
Who sent a thank you package saying, I listened not just to Twilight, I've done, 100 books since Twilight, but he listened to my audiobooks. But, that was the really sweet part about being a voice that people connected to, and that around the world they either learned English by listening to me or felt comforted. So I'm really grateful for that career. And you talked about how I started a nonprofit, and I'm now taking that whole world of art and entertainment that I did in New York, and I'm applying it to real world problems that we have now. And my family has been on the Eastern Shore since the 70s. And I decided to found Stories Love Music down here because I just thought it's a way to be able to come back to the Eastern Shore. At first I was going back and forth. I was actually teaching voiceover and voice performance at NYU, at Tisch School of the Arts. So I was an adjunct faculty there, and COVID, basically when COVID pandemic hit New York and shut down the universities, my husband and I left and came down to help out with family, devote more full time to Stories Love Music. But also I think in this day and age, it's artists and performers' responsibility to do something beyond entertainment. That's my personal feeling. Not everybody, some people go, you know what, entertaining people is enough. Life is hard.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we need an escape.
Sure.
So entertainment, there's nothing wrong with entertainment, but I like when we can apply what we do and what you all are doing right now with highlighting human interests and arts and culture and the great things that are happening on the shore is part of that.
You were so cool.
I know, right? I'm soaking it all up.
I know, it's just, you were part of so many people's childhoods and then their teen years and into adulthood. So you've really been with so many people. So, but we said before, you probably heard her and you have laughed with her and read Twilight with her and all that good stuff. And so it's really cool that you're here on the coast with us.
Thank you. My site, which I think is just IlyanaKadushin.com, actually has a listening library. So I've put some highlights up there, which besides Twilight, some things people might be familiar with are Dune.
Oh gosh.
I was in the multicast of Dune.
Heck yeah. That's huge.
Which won Best Sci-Fi Cast in 2008.
Yeah. Nice.
And with the resurgence of the Dune film, that's now had a but that was a very popular book. And then I also did a Star Wars book.
Ah, okay.
And had a little, I haven't done a ton of video games, but I did do some Lord of the Rings, which is pretty cool.
Yes, there you go. See?
Those are, I gave you the best of the best. I know the things people, there's obscure things people might be like, but if you go to my listening library, maybe you'll discover some stuff that you don't know.
Yeah.
And
Time to do some digging.
Do a little digging on my listening library.
Don't mind us creeping on you,
Yeah.
Ilyana.
You have like a little something for everyone to nerd out to. That's so cool.
Yes, nerd out as much as you want.
Good.
Perfect.
Good.
We will.
This is awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your story with us, how you got here to the East Coast. And again, if maybe you've been on the show before or you just know someone with a really cool story, we love to talk to them. So let us know. But Ilyana, thank you for being here twice now.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'll see you next week.
See you next time.
Good. All right, you guys, we're going to see you though in just a couple minutes when we get back.
We believe that a great community health system reflects the community it serves. And like Sussex County itself, we've been on an exciting journey of growth and transformation, evolving from a trusted community hospital to the region's premier healthcare provider and Sussex County's most comprehensive health system. We're proud to be on this journey together, miles ahead, but by your side the entire way, because Sussex County is our specialty.
Step into something new at Vernon Powell. Jumpstart your fall routine with Brooks and Hoka. Vernon Powell has Delmarva's largest selection of Hoka, including Hoka Kids. Power through work with Dansko and Bionic. Wall-to-wall work boots and Carhartt apparel. Outfit your whole family for fall in fuzzy Uggs, comfy Hey Dude, or Birkenstocks with socks. Sparkling layered looks from E. Newton and Kendra Scott. Plus new apparel from brands like Patagonia, Pure Lore, North Face, and UGG at Vernon Powell in Salisbury and Rehoboth Beach.
Limited space holding you back? Dive into your dreams with Miller Pools and Outdoor Living.
Our concrete pools are long-lasting and fully customizable to fit anywhere in your outdoor living space. Whether you're dreaming of an elegant design or something simple, we'll guide you through the process every step of the way. We prioritize your schedule and offer special financing options. We also specialize in pool decks, built-in pool bars, cabanas, outdoor kitchens, renovations, and upgrades.
Call Miller Pools and Outdoor Living today for a free estimate.
Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers, is looking for you to help stock the shelves at the Joseph House just in time for the holidays. The annual Joseph House Food Drive is Saturday, November 23rd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the parking lot of the Wicomico Civic Center. Please help by dropping off non-perishable food items for those in need. All food donations are accepted no matter your neighborhood. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Once upon a time in Rehoboth Beach was a lost little elf, his home far from reach. When all of a sudden he saw a twinkling sign, a magical winter village? Could it be mine? His eyes grew wide as he walked through the doors. The North Pole, you say? No, Shellville, of course. A magical maze was his first stop on the tour. Wasting no time at all, he set out to explore. With so much to discover and so much to do, he knew for a fact all his dreams would come true. After all the excitement, he needed a treat, a warm, tasty beverage to help move his feet. No longer did he feel so lost and alone. Our brave little elf had found a new home.
Leah, an awkward, maybe unhinged question for you. What is the sexiest thing about a man?
Ooh.
What makes a man sexy?
I think like a sense of humor and the little things.
Okay.
Like for example, my boyfriend was away last night, but he still set my coffee up for me before he left. And I just thought that was so hot.
That's hot.
It is. And I was like,
a good one.
yes.
Well, unfortunately, Sean did not win People Magazine's
Darn it.
Sexiest Man Alive. He should have.
He should have.
That's insane. But we're not too mad about who took the spot. It's John Krasinski.
He's
a cutie.
And that's a guy who's gotten, I mean, just every passing year, you're like, man, dang, he looks good.
I thought he was cute in The Office.
Me too.
And then I saw him as Jack Ryan. And then, you see him in Quiet Place, and you're like, okay.
Even his Mr. Fantastic, I was like, okay.
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
What I like about what they do with people, too, is, they have the sexiest man, which is John Krasinski this year, but then they have categories. So there's like sexiest dog dad, there's sexiest musician, which Harry Styles won this year. He beat Zach Bryan. If you know the Zach Bryan drama, you know why we're giving.
Then that's not surprising.
You know why we're giving face. But yeah, I thought I like that they do the categories. It's funny. It's all in good fun. And
me too. Yeah, I thought the Shamar Moore, the category that he won, because it was like Gen X.
Gen Xiest. Yeah, that's cute. Shamar Moore is OG.
Yeah. But that's fun. I like that they're having fun with it because it's a silly contest. It should be celebrated in a silly fashion.
It is. It's very sweet. So we can't list everyone for you, but you can go check out who won the sexiest man and keep being yourself, sexy men.
This seems like a more, or I should say a less questionable year, because I feel like in a couple years past we've been like, really? That's our pick.
Yeah, a lot of people have been confused.
But this year makes more sense.
Yeah, because he has the personality too to go along with it, which I like.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
Go, John.
But it is about that time for us to let you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love hanging out with you so much. But have a great rest of your day. Coast TV News at 5 is going to take it over from here, and we will see you.